Is the story of Hugo the Hippo, which is the short way to say hippopotamus, which is the long way to say river horse. There are lots of legends about hippos, but the one that changed Hugo's
Go
life
through the door
is
up
the
there,
legend about
and don't tell the
sharks
foreman we did this.
On to the
It's
Sultan
against
for
health
help.
and safety
He always
regulations.
liked the hippos, but instead, the farmers took their complaint to the Aban Khan. He hated the hippos. It's the story of Hugo the Hippo, which is the short way to say hippopotamus, which is the long way to say river horse.
Thanks, man.
There are lots of legends about
It
hippos,
took it
but
right
the
out of
one
my
that
head.
changed Hugo's life is the legend about sharks. Only gone to the Sultan
excuse
for
me.
help. He
Can you
always
tell me how I
liked the
get onto
hippos,
that cargo
but
ship?
instead,
Easy.
the farmers took
I
their
just
complaint
whistle and
to
Larry
the
and the
Aban
crane will
Khan.
give you a lift.
He hated
Great.
the hippos.
Which I will gladly do once my lunch break is over.
Okay.
Which will be never, because a lousy seagull stole my sandwich.
I'll go and find it for you.
You'll know it's my sandwich, as it's approximately the size of a sandwich.
The Big Ice League taste test is history, and the clear winner is Louisiana.
If it has cucumber in it, then it is not my sandwich.
Birmingham, 67% prefer the great taste of Louisiana. Louisiana secret, Louisiana
If it has sausage and jelly in it, then it is my sandwich.
Final tally, Louisiana preferred 2-1. It's the clear winner.
Give me that sandwich, you flying rat!
And a tea that's not cloudy. That's why I like Louisiana. Louisiana's got special
It looks a
cheese
bit
that
gross.
clear as a bell.
My sandwich!
All day.
Larry! Give this guy a lift onto the ship! Sure thing, boss!
Louisiana. One tea is always clear as a bell.
That was given to me in Oregon. It's a gift. Oh, I have many. I have one with the head of the bird. I have
The police!
Not just any police. I'm on a roll today.
I don't really
If you don't mind, I have somewhere else I gotta be. Stop in the name of the law! You mind if we run through a grocery store on the way? I gotta pick up some soda.
And I think it's possible now, this is just a theory. From what I
Yeah!
they all like owls very much. They like the idea of the show, but the public is very funny. They may not know exactly why they reject something, but there's always a good reason. And,
Well, have you caught those clowns yet?
Yes, Chief.
Then go and deal with the roadblock on Auburn Bay Bridge. Those rookies have made a mess of it, and I doubt you can make it any worse.
He's also a politician. And
Hey, great work! And it's a good thing we did arrest those bank-robbing clowns, otherwise there might have been a media circus! A media circus? Because they were dressed as clowns! Like a circus!
Hey, what's up?
Circus clowns! Is this thing on?
Sorry, it's an emergency.
tropical Indian Ocean for as long as anyone there.
drive, right? You gotta help me!
Don't worry. You, left and forward. You, back and right. You, left and right, then left a bit more. You, keep doing what you're doing. I like it. You, ma'am, I'm gonna need your car. Natalia!
You destroyed my car! Wasn't wrecking my life enough for you?
You look exactly as I remember you.
Don't try and sweet-talk me. I had to change my identity because of you. I even had to change the color of my hair.
You weren't a blonde before?
You, what? Ugh. I'm going to my dad's cabin to say goodbye, and then I'm getting out of Lego City.
Will I see you again?
No!
What happened with the roadblock, Chase?
Oh, an out-of-control vehicle. Don't worry, I dealt with it.
Okay.
But I'll need a new car. I just, lost mine. Actually, it wasn't even mine.
No problem. Frank loses about 2 a week. There's a police vehicle calling point near a diner just north of you. It's been out of use a while, though.
And so you'd like me to repair it?
You catch on quick, Chase.
Year after year, the people of Zanzibar grew more and more clothes for the people of the world, and the lines of porters grew longer and longer. It was a still, moonlit night when the Aban Khan led the angry farmers on a most evil mission. In his crazed mind, he saw the hippos as threatening clouds in the sky, daring to stand in his way. Clouds he had to destroy at all costs. It all began in a faraway place called Zanzibar, across the bay from the city of Dar
Hi there.
es Salaam.
Do you know anything about that old vehicle call-in point?
I can't worry about that. Look at my gas pumps. They're in pieces. And no gas pumps means no customers. Although, thanks to our famous pickled egg pie, the opposite is not true. If you fix them, I'll make it worth your while.
Spicy cloves and been ruled by sleepy sultans. The latest and greatest of them all was the Sultan Majid. The Sultan enjoyed his power because he truly cared for his people.
That's
He kept
it.
them busy
I'm ruling,
and
I'll tell
prospered
you.
by building the biggest clove industry in the whole world. The harbor of Zanzibar was not very deep, so ships had to anchor far offshore.
This
Day
is a
after day,
disaster,
the
a
porters
calamity.
waded through the water to take the cloves out of the great ships. Year after year, the people of Zanzibar grew more
You
and
did
more
it.
cloves for
The
people of
diner
world.
is saved.
And the
What can I
lines
give
of
you?
porters
An ice
grew
cream,
longer
a hot dog,
and
an ice cream hot dog. I have a lot of those going spare. Oh, I know. You can have this super brick. It'll help with building that vehicle call-in point. And I think there's another super brick around here somewhere.
In his way. Clouds he had to destroy at all costs. Well, now let me tell you about it. It all started a couple of years before the big snow. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer Donner had just become a proud papa. And so time passes. Christmas comes and goes on schedule, and soon it changes. That's when all the new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns. And to be inspected by Santa. Ah, you. Meanwhile, the elves are bustling with activity. Christmas is over, but they still keep busy with lessons and health improvement. Oh,
Whoa, that is
twice,
cool.
you see, ever since Rudolph left them, Hermie and Yukon Cornelius had been trying to find their friend. Well, they arrived just as the storm you about Yukon. It all started a couple of years before the big snow. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, had just become a proud papa. And so time passes, Christmas comes and goes on schedule, and soon it is April. That's when all the new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns. To be inspected by Santa. Ah, you. Meanwhile, the elves
Hey, Chase, there's another crime in progress. Robbers have located themselves on top of the Lego City TV building, and our officers can't get to them.
How can I help? You know I can't fly, right?
Yeah, but my Uncle Duke's the sheriff of Bluebell National Park, and he's got some of the department's old grapple guns, which are great for climbing buildings.
And falling off buildings. Which is why we stopped using them, right?
Well, if you don't think you're up to it...
Oh, I'm up to it.
Great! I'll tell my uncle you're on your way.
Where did they come from?
Health improvement. Oh, what was I? Their last chat. Not quite, you see, ever since Rudolph left, Cornelius had been trying to find his friend. Well, they arrived in Christmas Town just as the storm hit. And it was a good thing that I sent them right out of the Well, now let me tell you about Wilbur. It all started a couple of years before the big snow. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, had just become a proud papa. And so time passes, Christmas comes and goes on schedule, and soon it is over. That's why the new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns. And to be inspected by Santa. Ah, you. Meanwhile, the elves are bustling with activity. Christmas is over, but they still keep busy with lessons, health improvements. Oh, where was I? Their last chat. Not quite, you see, ever since Rudolph left them, Hermie and Yukon Cornelius had been trying to find their friend. Well, they arrived in Christmas Town just as the storm hit. And it was a good thing that I sent them right out of it.
Sir? I'm Chase.
Now, let me tell you,
I think Ellie told you I was coming.
it all started a couple of years
She
before
certainly
the big
did.
snow.
Nice to meet you, Chase.
It was spring.
Duke Huckleberry's the name, and I know all about you. Excuse me for saying so, because I know you made a mistake.
And so time passes.
But shipping you off sure seemed a bit harsh, especially as you got that witness to come forward in the first place.
Yeah, well, I learned from my mistakes. I won't do anything that stupid again.
Whoa!
Ah, you.
You okay?
While the elves are
Yeah,
bustling with
fine.
activity.
Do you have a
Christmas is
grapple
over,
gun
but
with
they
you?
still keep busy
Well, I
with
sure
lessons.
do. You're welcome to one of those useless pieces of junk. Darn things didn't help me one little bit with old Bessie.
Not quite, you see,
Huh?
ever since
Striped
Rudolph
bass.
left
Great.
Hermie and
About
Yukon
yay
Cornelius
long?
had been trying
Ooh.
to find their friend. Well,
What?
they arrived in Christmas Town
Nothing.
just as the
Anyway,
storm hit.
I'd better go.
And it was a good thing
Gotta go
that
arrest
I
some
sent
robbers.
them right out after Rudolph.
Sure. Good luck with that grapple gun. These things can be tricky to use. Whoa!